Hello everyone, this is If It Were a Lego Set, and today we are doing Season 5, Episode 4. You may notice that this is a Jurassic World build, and that's because I'm kind of doing something that I did in Season 2, where a lot of the other builds in that season were Spider-Man builds, so it'd be kind of like a mini Spider-Man wave. And this is kind of the same. It's going to be a mini Jurassic World wave with 2 or 3 or 4 sets, actually, from my Lego timeline. And that'll probably only go on until Episode 5, but it was really fun doing that in Season 2, and I'm really happy that I get to do it again. I was kind of mixing, like, it's going to be great that I'm going to do it again. I'm happy I'm doing this again. That came out weird. Anyway, it might be a bit hard to tell what this build is. So it's supposed to be that Rachel, my made-up character, and Kayla are going to investigate Malta because they heard something about Vulture taking dinosaurs into other universes. So they go there, although they accidentally end up getting caught up in this thing that Vulture hosts, and it's like this thing where the Quetzalcoutlus comes and fights other flying dinosaurs, but they accidentally end up getting stuck in the ring, and because Vulture's a bad guy, he doesn't care. Rachel and Kayla have to find a way to get away from the Quetzalcoutlus. Now, I was envisioning it to be a lot bigger, like I was envisioning this part to be kind of wider, this to be taller, kind of like that, and have more layers on the side here. Although it did turn out pretty well. And it was really hard to, but I was finally able to get the function, not even the function, just the thing where this piece is holding up the Quetzalcoatlus. And I can show you that once I get to the build. But first, we're going to start out with the minifigures, like I always do. So the first minifigure here is Kayla Watts, and she had a so-so minifigure. I felt like the leg printing, they should have had leg printing or at least dual molded legs for the boots, and she definitely should have had a different hairpiece. And at first I thought this one was really, really great for her, especially since we got in this color. But now that I'm looking at it more compared to the movie, it's not as great, but it still works. So yeah, if this were a Lego set, I definitely would give her dual molded legs and a new hairpiece. Although this one that I'm about to show you works pretty well compared to the movie, I just don't have it in the right color. But this definitely could be used as well. But yeah, she has a great face print. She also has another face, which I'm really happy about. Definitely, I feel like this one just looks like she's talking. I definitely would have chosen a different expression. She's like, grr, the bad guys are attacking, or the dinosaurs are attacking, or something. And the torso printing is really great, too. The thing about it, it just doesn't feel complete without at least printing on the legs or dual molded legs. So, again, if this were a Lego set, I definitely would fix that. But yeah, overall, great minifigure. The next minifigure is my made-up character named Rachel, although I didn't actually customize her outfit or anything. She came in a Jurassic World set for 2018. It was a Dilophosaurus set. It might have been called Dilophosaurus Breakout, I can't remember, but she wasn't a character, so I made her a character, and her name is Rachel. And she is one of the security guards of Jurassic World that ends up helping Owen and the others after the events of both movies. The only thing I changed about her, which is not changed, because it's really just my minifigure. I've just played this a lot, so she's really, really loose with her legs and her arms and her head. So that's not even a change, just what happens when you get a new minifigure. But this minifigure is pretty old, and I've used her a lot, so it is a great minifigure, just like all the other security guards. She has great torso printing. I like that the vest, it kind of goes down to the legs with the belt, and also the printing on the legs. And yes, her face print isn't new, but it was only used for Black Widow. I mean, so far. They probably use this face for other characters after, probably. But I think the face is pretty great, too. If you turn it around, she has one angry expression for, like, when she's fighting dinosaurs. If I gave her an accessory, it definitely, would be the taser stick, which I think is the accessory she came in her original set anyway. But I thought that as her, like, her signature weapon or something. But yeah, again, I wouldn't change a thing about this minifigure. She's great. And the next minifigure here is Vulture, and as you see, I took the main parts from the one from the 2021 No Way Home set that was based off the first movie. I gave him very small wings compared to the ones he came in his set. I just used pieces from his set to use those, and I also gave him different legs. I'd definitely make brand new ones if this were a Lego set, but I got these legs for Lloyd in one of those make-your-own minifigure stations at the Lego store. And I've had no idea what character to use these legs for, and I think they work for him right now, so I'm using them for him, because I feel like he should have some leg printing. But yeah, he has the same face, helmet, snorkel thingy, and torso, and I also gave him an amber thing, because he's taking pteranodons and other stuff from the Jurassic World universe. And I did the same thing with his wings in Season 3 in the Vulture's Nest build, except I definitely would give back the little lights on the edge of the wings. I just couldn't find those when I was making the video. So yeah, here's what he looks like with all the gear on, especially without the helmet. He looks pretty funny without it. And if you turn it around, he has a normal expression with his face showing and not the green eyes and mask. And that also looks pretty great with that too. And if you spin it around, here's the back torso printing, which also looks pretty great. And yeah, here's the back of the wings in case you haven't seen them, because they actually do have stickers on them, and they were just part of the bigger wing set from the set that I got him in. But I did use a different neck attachment that allows the wings to move. Next minifigure is Rain Delacourt, and I didn't change anything about him. I just used the same one that he came in the 2 sets at Malta. And yeah, he's a great minifigure. I showed him in my review for the set. The only thing I change is I give him side leg printing, because the coat looks great. It just feels very incomplete without printing on the side legs. But besides that, I think he's an awesome minifigure. And in case you want to, there's an extra figure I included, Clutch Powers, because I feel like he'd be the kind of character that'd go to something like this. Although the dud does add up to about 5 characters for this build, and I feel like that's a lot. Plus, he's completely unnecessary, so we can just, not use him. Sorry, Clutch. Now, for the actual build, again, I envisioned it to be a lot bigger and more spacious with everything, but again, I have limits with how many pieces I have. Lego has no limits. But I think you'll be able to get the general idea of what I was trying to get. Like, here's like the ring area, and then they have the seatings on the side here, and then that little stand up there for Vulture to sit on. But yeah, I just use this round piece in the middle, and then put these 2 pieces on the side together and add them with this piece, which I think looks really nice. And then I added some other pieces on the edge here, like this barrel and this dinosaur egg. Before I get to that side, I have this little seating area here. And yeah, it's pretty simple, but I think it's really nice. And you can have a couple characters just sitting over here if you wanted to. But yeah, again, I was imagining it to be much, much higher, but it works for now. On the other side here, if you turn it around, there's also a much bigger seating area where, yes, they're just going to have to, like, sit on back here without actually having anything back here if they want to sit here. But, I mean, it's fine. They don't really fall back that easily. The studs go in pretty well on the legs. And you can fit a good amount of characters here if you put 1 here, and then you can put, like, 2 or 3 more. And there are also some bars to keep them from falling in. And on the side here, I included a little lamp and a little cup on the side here. And also, in case you want to put away Rain's a little tranquilizer dart, I forgot a couple words for a second. You can just put it right over there. And here was the hard part. I just did it before I did the video, and I'm really happy it turned out well, because for a while, the piece that was holding the Quetzalcoutlus was not very sturdy. It continuously fell, and that's completely reasonable. But luckily, I was able to build something that helps it keep it together a lot better, using this piece to click onto this and this, having that go on that, a lot of this and that. And it turned out pretty well. It does bother me that it's bending. I'm like, worried it's going to snap or something, because this is my only transparent piece in that shape. But I think it'll be fine if I just take it down later. Also, I forgot to mention, on the inside here, because I'm sorry, I forgot to show you the inside over here. I did use a small build from a poly bag from the Jurassic World Dominion sets. It was like a little dinosaur black market thing where they had some baby dinosaurs. And it does bother me that later, after building this, I realized that it's actually not completely sitting down the stud right. It bothered me a bit, but I'm kind of like, okay, it's fine, because it's just 1 stud that it's sitting on. So yeah, that's part of an actual set. And also another piece from another set was from the Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum, the small one with Spider-Man. There was this little build in the back, and I took that from that set. So yeah, both of those little builds are not actually mine. But this, of course, could be replaced by anything, and I think this looks really nice. So yeah. And now getting up here where the Vulture's little seating area is, there's a little Chitauri diamond thingy there. You can also put the amber thing on this piece here. You can also have him sit in his little seat up there. So you can just go ahead, take his wings off, put him there with this little thing next to him. And if you want, he could like hide his little Chitauri weapon thing in this little box in here. You could just have him stored in there and then sit on it and then take it away later. Oh wait, never mind, doesn't fit. Oh. And you can also put his little wing set back on this stud right here and just kind of close it up so you can grab it later. And in case you want to know, I didn't change anything about the Quetzalcoutlus. It's a pretty great dinosaur. Keep forgetting words. Although, something that I thought would be really cool if this were a Lego set, because this is such a huge Lego dinosaur, what would be cool is that what if Lego made a baby one? What if they made a baby Quetzalcoutlus, and it could fit really nicely in this build, and also to make it a lot easier for this little piece here to hold it up. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out episode 3, which has the other Jurassic World build, and stay tuned for episode 5. I had a lot of fun building this, and I may or may not in the future make a stop motion for this specific scene, or build, sorry. I'm really glad I was able to build it, and I'm glad you watched it. Stay tuned for more episodes, and I pray you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!